From Lagos, the nation's commercial capital, this is the news at 10, live from Channels Television. Reporting tonight, Sulaiman Aledo.
Hello and welcome. Tonight, doctors' strike paralyzed the country's health sector. Patients turn back in some hospitals. Former Second Republic Transport Minister Umaro dies in a UK hospital. President Jonathan describes him as a renowned politician. Suspected Islamist insurgents Boko Haram pound Maiduguri yet again, kill over 18 in the popular market. And Israel holds funeral for 3 teenagers abducted and killed in West Bank. Israeli government says Hamas will pay a price for the killing.
Business news tonight, central bank's cashless policy begins in all states of the federation.
And on sports news tonight, world #1 Rafael Nadal suffers shocking defeat in a sensational 4th round upset at Wimbledon.
We begin tonight with crippling effect of the doctors' strike, which began today nationwide. While some government hospitals had a few call doctors of the level of consultants on duty, many others had no one on call to attend to patients who thronged the hospitals seeking attention to their health issues. Our health correspondent Yomi Otaigbe reports on the impact of the strike nationwide.
The emergency delegates meeting of the Nigerian Medical Association that met last Saturday has directed all doctors in the country to down tools as from 0010 hours of the 1st of July 2014.
The ripple effect of this directive by the president of the Nigerian Medical Association, Dr. Kayode Obembe, is now being felt in public hospitals in most parts of Nigeria. From the north-central states of Kogi and Niger to the National Hospital in Abuja, patients seeking medical services in government hospitals are either receiving skeletal services or are being outrightly turned back.
To my greatest surprise, there was somebody who said he's a HOD, though I did not know his name, said he will just come and let us know that we should just go, that doctors are on strike. So we are just here.
The Monument of Issue has met. We also resolved that we put all machineries in place to make sure that our patients in the wards are well taken care of. And so we might not admit new patients, but we also attend to emergency cases in National Hospital. We put everything in place to make sure that patients that are supposed to be discharged will be discharged. That the ones that are not supposed to be discharged, we'll keep them, we'll find a way of how we can manage them, and they'll be okay.
Moving down to the southwestern part of the country, precisely at the State Specialist Hospital in Ondo State and the Federal Medical Center, Idiaba, in Abeokuta, Ogun State, the strike action has paralyzed activities. Here at the General Hospital, Bagada in Lagos, southwest Nigeria, the patients are left in the hands of nurses and a few consultants on duty. The nurses here at the emergency room are doing what they can to salvage the situation, while other patients wear long faces, not knowing when it will be their turn. For now, they have to wait while the doctors sort out their 24-point demands with the federal government. Top 5 issues the doctors want addressed immediately include the appointment of Deputy Chairman, Medical Advisory Committee, DMARCs, for teaching hospitals and federal medical centers. The doctors are opposed to the appointment of directors in the hospitals. These, they say, would distort the chain of command. The NMA demands that grade level 12 in the health sector must be skipped for medical doctors. The NMA also declared with emphasis that if non-doctor consultants are appointed, it will lead to chaos in the health sector, and so this should not happen. The association said relativity in health sector is also sacrosanct, demanding the immediate implementation of the January 3, 2014 circular.
Strikes here and there, most times it's either for getting increments in their pay. But fortunately, I heard the issue is not even that now. It's like an administrative issue. Why now? Why now when everybody should join hands to see how they can save the lives of people? Why is this a time we want to start losing people? We have people in the hospital, we have children, we have women, waiting for them to care for them. This is not the time.
For me, strike for medicals, hospital, and it's not good because these are people that are on essential duty, to save lives.
I wouldn't say they shouldn't go on strike because what they are fighting for, there must be something.
It's the patients and their family members that are at the receiving end of a seeming superiority tussle in the health sector. Everyone is looking in the direction of the federal government, represented here by the Federal Ministry of Health and the striking doctor, to see to the end of not just this strike, but incessant strike by healthcare professionals in Nigeria. Yomi Otaigbe reporting for Channels Television News.
Now, a truck laden with explosives has exploded in Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State, in Nigeria's northeastern region, killing over 18 people. There's every likelihood the death toll may rise, but sources at a state specialist hospital confirmed to Channels Television that more than 18 bodies have been brought to the morgue of the hospital, with over 20 people critically wounded. The popular Monday market is an international market serving neighboring Niger, Chad, Cameroon and Sudan, as well as Central African Republic. The Defense Ministry said in a tweet that an improvised explosive device went off in a van loaded with charcoal and that the area had been cordoned off. Now, today's attack comes less than 24 hours after the military said it had broken up a Boko Haram intelligence cell and arrested its leader, alleged to have taken part in the abduction of the school girls. 2 of the bombers, according to witnesses, were killed instantly. In the meantime, a bomb blast has occurred at Askolaye area, a suburb of Kaduna metropolis. An eyewitness said the blast occurred at 8:30 p.m. today, injuring several people. As at the time of this report, the number of victims are yet to be ascertained, but residents claim several persons have been taken to the hospital. The scene of the blast is very close to the residence of a renowned Islamic preacher in the state, Sheikh Dahiru Bauchi. Now, still around security matters, reports say improvised bomb device went off in Ile-Ife in Osun State, southwest of Nigeria. The device was said to have gone off at the back of a house not far from the family compound of a serving commissioner in the government of Governor Rauf Aregbesola. No casualty was reported, but the house where the explosion occurred was seriously damaged. Osun State government is pointing accusing fingers in the direction of the opposition party. The governor's special advisor on youth, Mr. B. Odunlade, confirmed the incident. According to an eyewitness account, the first explosion went off at about 5 o'clock in the morning, but the Osun State anti-bomb squad was on hand to detonate the device before it caused any damage. Nigeria's Second Republic Minister of Transport, Alhaji Umaro has died this morning in the United Kingdom. Alhaji Diko, born in 1936 at Wamba in Kaduna State, was a trusted advisor to the then President Shehu Shagari. He was also the Nigerian Minister for Transportation from 1979 to 1983. Mr. Diko was regarded as one of the most powerful ministers under the Shehu Shagari administration in the early 1980s. When the military ousted the regime via a coup d'etat in 1983, Mr. Diko escaped to the UK on exile. On July 5, 1984, he played the central role. It was then known as the Diko affair. He was found drugged in a crate at Stansted Airport that was being claimed as diplomatic baggage, an apparent victim of a government-sanctioned kidnapping. In the meantime, President Goodluck Jonathan has commiserated with the family of Alhaji Umaro Diko, saying his death is a great loss to the nation. The president called him a renowned political leader who, in spite of his advanced age, continued to actively contribute to the maturing and strengthening of democracy in Nigeria. The president recalled the significant role played by Alhaji Diko in fostering stronger political parties, greater discipline among politicians, and preaching national unity. The former Osun State Governor, Olagunsoye Oyinlola, today visited the presidential villa, where he held a crucial meeting with President Goodluck Jonathan and the chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Adamu Muazu. The former governor, who spoke to journalists after the meeting, explained that the meeting dwelt on how to move the PDP forward. He also spoke on his legal struggle to reclaim his position as the national secretary of the party.
I was taken to the villa by the chairman of party PDP, and we had some discussions as to how to move the fortunes of the party forward. All I'm telling you is that Oyinlola, in the face of the law, remains the authentic secretary of People's Democratic Party. Anybody in that office for now is a pretender.
Well, in part two, after the break, Lagos State government bans unlawful use of sirens in the state. Stay with us.